The first question says George is X years old. Jaden is 3 years older than George. So if George is X, Jaden is X plus 3 because he's 3 years older than George. So we add 3 years to Jaden. Sum of their ages is 37. So that means X plus 3 equals to 37. So that's 2x plus 3 equals to 37. Then it says work out the gradient of line L. So for the gradient, I'm going to use rise over run. Rise is, I'm going to pick a point over here. These 2 points. Change in y is my rise. So that's going to be from 1 to 6, so that's 5. And my run, which is a change in x, is 3. So that's going to be 5 over 3. That's my gradient. Then it says calculate the shaded area. So for the shaded area, first we find the area of the rectangle, which is going to be length times width. And that is 20 times 11. That's 220 centimeters square. And you find the area of circle, which is pi r square. Diameter is your entire length from one point on the circumference to the other, as long as the line is passing to the center. So diameter is 8, radius is going to be half of the diameter, and that is 4. So we're going to do pi times 4 square, and that's going to give us 50.27 centimeters square. So area of the shaded region would be the difference of the area of the rectangle and the circle. So 220 minus 50.27, and that's going to give us 169.73 centimeters square. That is your shaded area. Then it says solve the simultaneous equations. So we have a set of simultaneous equations, and they want us to find the value of x and y. So for this, I'm going to use the elimination method. In elimination method, basically, first we begin with deciding which variable we want to eliminate. I want to eliminate variable y. So to eliminate variable y, what I want to do is to eliminate variable y, what I need to do is check if the coefficients of y are equal in both the equations or not. So as we can see, we have 6 over here and 2 over here. Clearly, they're not equal. So next what we do is to make the coefficients equal. The only way we can make the coefficients equal is that if we multiply the first equation by 3. When we do that, we get 15x minus 6y equals to 12. So we've turned the first equation into this now. Now, since the coefficients of the variable that we want to eliminate are equal, we can continue with solving the equation. So it's going to be 3x minus 6y equals to 6, and 15x minus 6y equals to 12. Next, what we need to do is we need to see what are the signs of the variable that we want to eliminate. In the first equation, 6y is negative. In the second equation, 6y is also negative. So for us to eliminate y, we will subtract the equations. If we were adding the equations, what would happen is that negative 6y plus negative 6y would be negative 12y, which means the variable y will not be eliminated. So to eliminate it, we subtract the 2. And when we subtract the 2 equations, 3x minus 15x is negative 12x. Negative 6y minus negative 6y is 0. 6 minus 12 is negative 6. So that's negative 12x equals to negative 6. We can cancel out the negative signs. So x would be 6 divided by 12, which is 1/2. Now to find the value of y, we can substitute it in either of the equations. If I substitute it in the first one, that's going to be 5 times 1/2 minus 2y equals to 4. 5/2 minus 2y equals to 4. Swap 2y and 4, so that's going to be 5/2 minus 4 equals to 2y. The reason why I swap them is because I want the variable that we're trying to find the value of to be positive. This would create less confusion while you're solving the question. So now 5/2 minus 4 is going to be 5 minus 8/2 equals to 2y, which is negative 3/2 equals to 2y. We bring the 2 on the left-hand side, so that's going to be negative 3/2 times 1/2 equals to y, which is basically negative 3/4. That is your value of y, whereas x was 1/2. Next question says that triangles A and B are congruent. State the reason why. So if we compare the triangles, we can see that this length and this length are congruent. This length and this length are congruent. Congruent means basically the same. And lastly, this angle and this angle are congruent, which means the congruency test that these triangles fall under is side, angle, side. SAS. That is your answer.